In this video, we're going to be doing the hovering effect in Elementor. It is one of the animations I did in the Mr. Beast video, and I am just going to break it down and show you where you can use it. So over here, we have 4 different variants. We've got this image that's going up and down. This one's going down, up. This one over here is going left, right, and right, left. But you can use this for anything, and I do mean anything. So here we even have the 2 going in opposite directions for this whole progress bar. And over here we have a form, and yes, it does work. So if I click it and it's blank, you can see that this thing is working. So buttons, it just doesn't matter. Even the Google Maps, you can sit and zoom in, zoom out, everything while the animation's even being played. So you can really use this for anything. So we definitely made sure that all widgets in Elementor work with this. Now, if you want to have this working template right over here, there's going to be a link in the description of this video that is going to take you to this page on my website. Here you can download the zip file, and inside that zip file is going to be a JSON file that you can just import to Elementor. It's very easy. In Elementor, it is here. You open up the library and you just put that file here into import template, and then you just say yes, yes for the JSON files, and you are good to go. Now, for the rest of the people who would like to actually follow this tutorial, there's going to be a link in the description of this video that's going to take you to this page, and this is the reference page that we're going to be using with all the code. So let's go and build this out. Very easy to do. Here in Elementor, just make sure that you have your structure window open. It is this button right there if you don't have this. So it just makes the build so much easier to work with. So what we're going to do is we're going to be putting in 2 containers here. The one's going to be housing the actual elements that we want to hover, and the second one is just the code. You don't have to do it that way. You can put it into the actual Elementor custom code for the entire site, or you can put this anywhere you really like. I just like putting it in a container at the bottom. So that's why we're doing those 2 containers. So the first one is for the elements, and then we'll go get a second one for the code. Now, the styling of this doesn't really matter, so it's totally up to you. But for me here in this tutorial, I'm just going to go full width, 100%. The min height, I am going to go to VH at 100. And then we can put all our elements here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to center justify everything. Now, whatever images or widgets or anything you want to use to actually go with this effect, you can go mad with it. So let's just go take an image. We're going to put that in there. What we can do is get a button. We can put that in for a second example. The third one, maybe a heading. And the fourth one, let's just go with maybe a countdown timer. So we can even put that in. Like I said, it really doesn't matter what widget you use. So this image, let me just go and pick one quick. Let me go with the shoes, gonna put that in, maybe make it a little bit smaller. So maybe center aligned it and put the width maybe a 50%, and that should be good there. Then these other things, I'm not actually going to worry about the styling too much, but I am going to space it out quick. So let me just go get a spacer, and I'm just going to duplicate it in between these widgets. Okay, so each one of these is going to house one of the effects. So in this reference page, we have this up, down, left, right. Now, all of this stuff you can customize, okay? We're going to walk through that after we've put everything in. So while we're here, I'm going to take this first CSS class name, and I'm going to copy that, and I'm just going to put it into this image here in advanced and paste it in CSS classes. Then for the button, same thing, advanced, and I'll go get the second CSS class name for down, and I'm going to paste it in there. The heading can take the third, so this one I'm going to maybe make it move left, and in advanced I'm going to go and paste it in the CSS classes. And then this countdown timer, go get the right one, and then advanced CSS classes. It really is that simple. We've simplified everything there. Then the last thing we're going to need is the HTML widget. So we go to plus sign, we go for the HTML, and we put it in here in the second container. Now, what I normally do with this container over here is for the actual settings here, the gaps, I'm going to say 0, and in advanced the padding is 0. So when you publish the page, there's not going to be a space at the bottom of your website. Now let's go get that code. Now here is that code that we're going to be using. All different styles are here, so I'm just going to say copy and I'm going to paste it in here. So now this has all 4 styles. Now as soon as I paste it in, you can see everything moving in its own direction, and you can go and change these in a whole bunch of ways. So I'm just going to use my reference page because it's nice and wide. It isn't as tight here. If you're having problems reading the code, you can just stretch out this window. Here is the first one for moving up. Now you can see that it was called float up, and here's that function name to actually control the keyframes. Then this is the duration, is 3 seconds. The type of movement, easing in and out, and it's an infinite loop. So in the keyframes function, you can actually say how much you want to move it up by. So I just have it at 15 pixels. So that is the movement of 15 pixels at 3 seconds. So you can go and change that all you want. Then the same thing is with the down, left, and right. It's all up to you and how you want to customize it. And I put it as different styles here and not under one style because people have asked me just to separate when I do a whole bunch of effects in one go. So each one has its own style bracket. So you can just copy one, and if that's the one that you want to use for your site, you don't have to copy them all. But I made 4 different options here just for people to use. So it doesn't matter, it's literally just copy paste and it's all good to go. So say if you want this left and right to move a little bit more. So this particular one was the heading, this one was the move left. So in the HTML widget, if I scroll down to this third one that says move left, and I wanted to make it maybe move 50 pixels, then I just change that translate to 50, and then you can see it moving a lot more there. And again, like I showed you in the code, so if this 5 seconds is too fast, then I can say just 10 seconds and we'll slow it down a hell of a lot. Or if I wanted just to be 1 second and really go to town there. This would be really cool for icons. So to get someone's attention, you can just put the icon and just move it nice and slowly. Just one thing as it stands, this is not going to work for backgrounds, just in case someone asks. It will move an entire container and not just the background specifically, because the way that we did this is so it's targeting the element itself that has the class name. Just be aware of that if you wanted to actually do it as a background.
I hope you liked this video. If you did, smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing as well. That stuff makes a big difference to a small channel like mine. If you have any suggestions or anything, then just put a comment down below. Let me see what I can do. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.